Alrighty, y'all. You know what's up? It's Tuesday morning. I got my cup of coffee. And before we talk about the Tesla, which is what we usually talk about first, I want to give Mr. Booker the flowers I said I would give him last night if he did the damn thing. Huzzah, sir. Huzzah. You have been up all night reading letters from American citizens, reading letters from constituents until you drop. Darling, I wish we saw something like this sooner, but I'll take it right now because people, take it. Hold it, use it as more motivation and incentive and inspiration for the 5th. Speaking of the 5th, since we don't know if this place will still be here, don't forget to follow me in the other. The Tubi place is probably your best bet. My guess is they'll probably let this go dark for a little bit because the 5th is going to be a big day. I wouldn't be surprised if they happen to just go ahead and let it go dark for a day or two around a big action day. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of action, I just want to point out that you cannot argue with these people, all right? My friend Grit Squares, you guys have seen him. I've brought him up on here before. Veteran supplements and then come on here, right? He did a piece, I'll try to add it in the caption, about the comments he gets when he's in a live. And while a lot of these comments are coming from bots and not real people, the fact that this is the rhetoric being pushed, the narrative being pushed is problematic. And the fact that we have American citizens who have not served, who are constantly going after people who have served, like this is a problem. And no, they are not going to connect. They are not going to realize that it makes no sense for them to hop back and forth from Dems hate vets, you Dems hate vets, Dems hate everyone. Next breath, you vet, you need to yourself. You should have never came back. You should have while you were over there. You're a waste on society. What a parasite. You don't know what you're talking about. From people who haven't served. Because, you know, that's who's running the show. People who haven't served and people who have, you know, did 2 seconds at a desk job sort of thing. The sort of folks that wear their hats in the mess hall because they don't remember the rules, that sort of thing. Ooh, that's what we're up against. Those are the people holding the reins. Those are the people holding the keys. Okay, I need you to understand that because I mean it every weekend when I say we need to barricade them in their steeple people places. They're not a majority. They're just loud and awful. And when are you going to be over it? I'm over it. Speaking of being over it, okay, folks have been asking me about the Tesla frauds, and I agree. Yes, I absolutely believe that a lot of what's happening is just insurance scamming. There's a lot of talk, but somehow minimal to no arrests. There's a lot of threatening, but I think only 2 actual people were caught doing things. We're having 20 over here and half a lot over there, and no one's getting caught. Of course, it is happening around the world. It's happening in Ireland and France and Italy. So, I mean, you know. But over here, I saw a video of some dude who's like, oh yeah, someone set my Cybertruck on fire in my driveway. They must have a problem with Sugar Daddy. That must be it. Yeah, that dude, he did it himself. Absolutely. And Sugar Daddy Doodoo is definitely doing it himself to try to cash in on what he can't sell. And interestingly enough, yes, I did check the price and I see it going up a couple of dollars, which is very interesting because the quarter closed. First quarter's done and it's at a loss across the board. Sales down, profits down, stock, everything down. Massive recall. Okay, everything is a problem, yet somehow they're getting a little bit of a rally today. A couple dollars going up today. And I'm not a stocks person, so someone else can explain to me what could possibly make the numbers go up when the reports are coming out and everything is in the red. I'm sure it's something very interesting that's a loophole for certain people of certain income when they want to fix things for themselves. But I'll let someone, it doesn't matter. Overall, still down. But it is interesting. It is interesting how after all that loss, there's a couple dollars. Someone can break that down for me. Anyway, let all that carry you over, darling. Take that as motivation and inspiration for the upcoming 5th. And like I said, don't forget to follow me elsewhere just in case. Yeah, that's what we're up against. Okay, we're up against people who float themselves their own checks when their businesses are failing. We're up against people who have never served telling veterans that they need to take themselves out because they're useless on society now. Okay, we need to go up against the people who are like, yes, I want my children to go to school, not get lunch, and then I want to send them to the factory to work all night. Those people are holding the reins right now. I told you last night, Mississippi, them cutting out their income tax means we in California are going to be paying more money for welfare for them unless we cut it off. So take all that, roll it up, hold it for the 5th, Get out there. And like I said, in the cast and in the subscription only polls and all of that, think about what you're willing to do after. Because these people are not going to step down. They're not trying to be voted out. They're not going to step aside. They're not trying to give up power. They're there to hold on power forever. And they are already naming Barron the upcoming king after this one. Okay? So, taking into account that, yes, they mean everything they're saying. It's not shocking news. It's not breaking news. It's part of the plan. Get real comfortable with that and hold that for the 5th. And like I said, get ready for what the next steps are going to be. Because after millions of people voice their displeasure, something else is going to have to be next. We're going to have to scrape them out. Have you ever changed a bad litter box where you got to get the metal scraper to scoop out all the stuff that's stuck to the bottom? That's those people. All right? They're not going to leave by themselves. We have to get the metal scooper and scrape them all out and throw them in the trash by hand. That's what we have to do. Got it? Get it? Got it? Good.